The government of Guatemala is leaning on the government of Belize for technical assistance to establish a citrus industry in the neighboring country. A delegation led by Guatemala's Vice Minister of Peten Affairs, Elmer Salazar, is in Belize on a two-day working visit to better understand Belize's citrus industry.
The Guatemalans don't have a citrus industry. They want to start, and they've asked us to support them in giving them technical assistance, technical advice, how to begin. I think if you're aware, Belize was one of the only countries that had a very good system in place where you would have certified nurseries. So we had imported clean material from sources in the US, and we grew that in a very controlled environment. And those trees are what we use from mother trees to try to curve the incidences of citrus greening.
Unfortunately, in 2008, citrus greening emerged as a new threat to Belize's citrus industry. At the time, the industry was generating just over $67 million in revenue per annum, with over 500 active growers. On average, 7 million boxes of citrus were being produced annually.
In 2008, when we had citrus greening being declared all across the country, we could not control it. There was not enough interest placed into the industry at the time, and so we picked up the industry I think in its lowest spot in the history. But I must report to you that up to now, we have received, CBL has received between 450,000 to 500,000 boxes this year, which is much better compared to last year. That's a little silver lining. And if to complement that, I will also say to you that we have exported between 40 and 50 containers to the CARICOM of fresh fruit. Again, that's very good news to report.
The visit will include a tour of citrus groves at Caves Branch on the Hummingbird Highway, as well as a tour of the Citrus Growers Association facilities and the CPBL's factory and nursery. We heard from Vice Minister Elmer Salazar.
En esta ocasión,
Well, on this occasion, we came with a delegation from the Department of Peten, specifically from the Ministry of Agriculture, mainly visiting the facilities, which are run by Minister Jose Abelardo, who, with his team, we have approached. We, as the new government that we started this year by Dr. Bernardo Arevalo, we want to have this approach with this country, Belize, which is a very beautiful country. I identify a lot with it because I was born in Melchor de Mencos, and I was appointed by the President as the Deputy Minister for Specific Affairs of the Department of Peten in the field of agriculture and livestock. So for me personally, it is a privilege to be here. And likewise, my team that accompanies me has the intention to get to know the experiences that are being done here at the Ministry of Agriculture in Belize.
Peten is described as the largest producer of grains in Guatemala, but as climate change threatens the livelihood of grain farmers in that department, they are seeking to invest in alternative industries such as citrus.
They have to begin from scratch. We have a history, we have a very good experience in doing this. We have some of the best people trained in citrus industry, and they have come to learn from us. This is the first bilateral meeting that we're having with this current new Guatemalan government. I think Peten is one of the few departments that have a vice minister or a minister for agriculture for the area, because it's a big area. And this is the first time we're meeting him in Belize. But as I explained to them, we share many similarities with Peten. Same soil type, same type of geography, same type of problems they have with climate change effects. We are having the same, and we share similar types of product and cultures also. Many people in Peten study in Belize. Many Belizeans marry with Guatemala. So there's much for us to share with them. We share a lot, and there's much more to share.
And when it comes to workers, though, we know that in some cases a lot of these workers come from Guatemala. That may pose a challenge. Is there a consideration there?
Yeah, I think the entire region has a labor shortage right now. I was in Costa Rica just the other day, and in Honduras. I mean, all the Nicaraguans that used to do the manual work, they are now in the US, and so the entire region has a labor shortage. Mexico has a labor shortage. As a matter of fact, the crop there, the sugarcane crop, I think is not going to even end because they are not able to harvest all their cane manually. So it's a concern, of course, but nevertheless, we have to continue working to see how best we can improve the lives of the farmers in the country.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.